Unlock the secrets to accessing valuable business information for free. Stay tuned because today we are going to reveal how to effortlessly look up any LLC registered in South Carolina and really empower your business decisions.
Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we're basically putting on our detective hats. We're going to take what might look like just a dry, standard bureaucratic database and completely transform it into a powerful investigation tool for you. Why does this matter? Well, whether you're trying to check the legitimacy of a business, trying to understand who actually owns a company, doing some deep dive market research, or even just making sure your own dream business name is available, knowing how to navigate these public records is absolutely a superpower. And the best part? It's 100% free. So, here's our game plan for today. We'll start with understanding South Carolina LLC basics, then accessing the free portal, conducting your business search, analyzing those search results, troubleshooting common search issues, and finally, some pro tips and our legal disclaimer.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Understanding South Carolina LLC Basics. So what exactly is an LLC? It stands for Limited Liability Company, and it is a massively popular business structure right here in South Carolina. Founders absolutely love them. Why? Because they offer a ton of structural flexibility, and crucially, they protect your personal assets. Because of these perks, an LLC is by far the most common entity type you're going to run into during your searches. So if you're looking up a small or medium-sized business in the state, it's almost certainly an LLC. Now here's a wild little quirk specific to South Carolina. Standard LLCs, so those taxed as partnerships or disregarded entities, actually do not file annual reports with the Secretary of State. Seriously, if you've done business in other states, you know how unusual that is. Down in South Carolina, unless an LLC chooses to be taxed as a corporation, it just stays active indefinitely without those yearly check-ins. Keep that in mind because it's a vital piece of context when we look at our search results later.
Okay, before we dive into the actual database, we need to gather our clues. Your initial prep is super simple. You just need a stable internet connection and the desired business name. Or honestly, even just a few keywords. Like if you're looking for a Palmetto Manufacturing LLC, just having the word Palmetto is a fantastic start. Optionally, if you happen to know the registered agent's name or the company's unique entity ID, grab those too. But really, even partial names are enough to get this investigation rolling.
Moving right along to Section 2, Accessing the Free Portal. Here is the most important thing to remember. You want to go straight to the official database at businessfilings.sc.gov. Please, whatever you do, ignore those commercial lookalike sites. If a website is asking you for a subscription fee or wanting your credit card just to do a basic business entity search, back away. You're in the wrong place. The official South Carolina Secretary of State portal is completely free to search, and it's open to the public 24/7. Navigating there is a total breeze. Step 1, literally, just type businessfilings.sc.gov into your browser. Step 2, click right on Business Entities Online. And Step 3, you just choose your specific search type. That's it. There's no account to create, no annoying paywalls to jump over. You are officially at the front door of the state's entire corporate registry. All right, now for the fun part. Section 3, Conducting your business search. Think of this step like casting a net for clues. You've got 3 main tools, or match modes, to work with. First is Begins With, which is perfect when you know the exact first word of the business. Next is Contains. This is your wide net, and honestly, it's almost always your best starting point. If you search the word Riverwalk, the Contains mode will pull up Riverwalk Studios, the Riverwalk Cafe, literally anything with that word in it. It's a lifesaver for checking name availability. And finally, exact matches for when you need to pinpoint one specific, known legal entity down to the exact letter. Now, here is a huge pro tip straight from the official sources. For the most accurate results, leave out designators like LLC and remove all punctuation like commas or periods. Let's say you're looking up Charleston Bakery LLC. Just type in Charleston Bakery. The database can be kind of rigid, you know? You definitely don't want to miss a vital clue or mistakenly think a business name is up for grabs just because you typed a comma that the system didn't recognize. Just keep it simple.
Okay, Section 4, Analyzing the search results. Let's decode what we found.
Your search results are going to pop up in a nice, clean table format. You'll see the exact legal business name registered with the state. Right next to it is the entity type, which tells you if it's an LLC, a corporation, whatever it might be. Then you'll see its status, its original filing date, and that unique numeric entity ID.
And here's the best part. The business name itself is actually a clickable link. If you click on it, boom, it opens up a full profile packed with actionable intelligence like filing history and mailing addresses.
Now, within those results, the status column is absolutely critical. You're mostly going to see statuses like active or administratively dissolved. Active or in good standing means exactly what it sounds like. The company is a legally recognized, fully operating entity, but if you see administratively dissolved, watch out. That means the state actually stepped in and revoked their authority to do business, usually because they didn't file their taxes or keep proper records. That is a massive red flag if you're thinking about doing business with them.
When you click into that full profile, you'll also see a name and address for something called the registered agent. So what's that? A registered agent is basically an individual or a company that is legally required to have a physical South Carolina address open during regular business hours, specifically to accept legal and official state documents for the LLC. And here's a really fun fact. The state portal actually has a secondary tool where you can do a reverse search. You can just type in an agent's name and see every single company they represent. It's an incredible trick for mapping out business networks.
Up next, Section 5. Troubleshooting common search issues.
All right, so picture this. You've typed in the name, you hit search, and nothing. 0 matches. Your very first thought is probably going to be, why isn't this business showing up in the search results? Did I mess up, or is this company totally fake?
Well, don't panic. Let's walk through the most common search pitfalls. First off, are you searching for a sole proprietorship or a general partnership? If so, you won't find them here. They just don't register at the state level with the Secretary of State. Second, South Carolina actually does not register DBAs or doing business as names for LLCs. So if an LLC is legally called Smith Holdings but runs a shop called Charleston Coffee, searching for Charleston Coffee will get you nowhere. Third, double-check for typos or using that exact match mode a bit too rigidly. And finally, the site sometimes uses a captcha to make sure you're human. If you miss it, your search might just blank out. No worries, just refresh the page and try again.
Finally, we've made it to Section 6, Pro Tips and Legal Disclaimer.
Remember earlier when I said this search is 100% free? It totally is. But if your investigation means you need an official, legally stamped certificate of existence to definitively prove a company is in good standing, like if you're getting a bank loan or signing a major contract, the state will charge you a fee of exactly $10. You can order it directly through the portal. Please beware of third-party scam websites that'll try to charge you $80 or $100 for this exact same $10 piece of paper.
Also, if you really want to expand your investigation, you have to know what the specific database doesn't tell you. For example, the Secretary of State portal does not list company officers or directors for LLCs. So if you need corporate tax details, you'll need to use the South Carolina Department of Revenue. Or, if you need to know if a contractor actually has the right permits to build a house, you've got to check the state's professional licensing boards. Think of this portal as your foundation, but remember that the best detectives know how to pull clues from multiple different agencies.
And before we officially close the case file today, I need to share this with you. This explainer is for informational purposes only. We are not offering legal advice, and while we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, viewers should consult with a legal professional or the appropriate authorities for legal guidance specific to their circumstances.
Well, there you have it. We've covered the basics of South Carolina LLCs, navigated the free official portal, learned how to cast a wide search net, decoded the data, and even troubleshot some missing files. So, now that you've got the tools to uncover the truth, whose business standing will you investigate first? Maybe you'll snoop on a competitor, verify a brand new vendor, or finally check if your dream business name is up for grabs. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy searching!